Hello everyone, welcome to Energy Conversion 2 class. We are continuing chapter 2, that is alternator, and today's topic for discussion is parallel operation of alternators. So, first of all, we are going to conditions for parallel operation of alternator. Firstly, the phase sequence of the incoming machine and the bus bar voltage should be identical. Listen everyone, the bus bar voltage is an infinite voltage bus bar that will accept number of generators, number of incoming machines. So, the machine which to be connected to the bus bar is known as the incoming machine. So, for parallel operation, the phase sequence of the incoming machine and the existing bus bar voltage should be always identical, should be always same. Next, the RMS line voltage, which is also known as the terminal voltage of the bus bar or already running machine, and the incoming machine should be same. Next, the phase angle of the two systems should be equal. Finally, the frequency of the two terminal voltages, both the incoming machine and the bus bar, should be nearly the same value. Large power transients will occur when frequencies are not nearly equal. So, these four conditions are to be satisfied so that parallel operation of alternator can be done. Now, the general procedure for paralleling the alternators. This is alternator 1 or generator 1, this is generator 2, and this is the load. What is the aim of the parallel connection? See, there are two different generators working at a time. In case any of the alternator will stop working, will be not functioning, then the other alternator will help the machine to run uniformly. There will be no interruption in the service. So, here the generator 1 is the running machine which is connected to the load, and now generator 2, another generator we have connected through switch S1 to the existing alternator, we can say, or the running machine. Now, what are the general procedures for the paralleling? The figure shows an alternator which is generator 2 being paralleled with a running power system generator 1, which have already seen by us. These two machines are about to synchronize for supplying power to the load. The two machines will be equally responsible to supply the power to the given load. Now, generator 2 is about to parallel with the help of switch S1. This switch should never be closed without satisfying the above condition. If the conditions of the parallel operation are not satisfied, this switch cannot be closed. The machines hence cannot be connected to the running machine. Now, to make the terminal voltages equal, this can be done by adjusting the terminal voltage of incoming machine by changing the field current and make it equal to the line voltage of the running system using voltmeters. If at all the voltage is mismatched, the voltage is not equal, then we will take help of the voltmeter for the reading purpose, and by controlling the field current of the machine, we can control the voltage. There are two methods to check the phase sequence of the machine. First one is using a synchroscope. It is not actually check the phase sequence, but it is also used to measure the difference in phase angle. Second method is 3-lamp method, which we will see further. Here we can see three light bulbs are connected to the terminals of the switch S1. Bulbs become bright if the phase difference is large. Bulbs become dim if the phase difference is small. The bulbs will show dim and bright all together if phase sequence is the same. The bulbs will get bright in progression if the phase sequence is opposite. This phase sequence can be made equal by swapping the connections in any two phases of one of the generators. So, each conditions has to be satisfied. So, this is the general procedure. This is 3 lamps. They are used to control the phase sequence of the machine. Next, we have to check and verify the incoming and running system frequency. It should be nearly the same. This can be done by inspecting the frequency of dimming and brightening of the lamps. Lastly, when the frequencies are nearly equal, the two voltages, the incoming system and the running system, will alter the phase gradually. These changes can be observed and the switch S1 can be made closed when the phase angles are equal. So, by allowing all the conditions to be satisfied, then only the machine has to operate parallelly. Otherwise, the S1 switch cannot be closed, the incoming machine cannot be connected, cannot be paralleled with the existing or the running machine. So, what are the advantages of parallel operating alternators? Firstly, when there is maintenance or an inspection, one machine can be taken out from service and other alternators can keep up for the continuity of supply. Secondly, load supply can be increased as we have taken number of alternators in parallel. During light loads, more than one alternator can be shut down while the other will operate in nearly full load. So, there will be minimum use of electricity. Next is higher efficiency purpose. Next is the operating cost is reduced by parallel operation of the alternators. Next, it ensures the protection of supply and enables cost-effective generation. The generation is very much less costly. It's economically preferable. The generation cost is reduced and breaking down of a generator does not cause any interruption in the supply. Lastly, reliability of the whole power system increases as there is very less possibility of interruption in the supply. Thank you.